So the first NBA trade of before the 2025 deadline finally happened. It's not the biggest trade in the world, but it is definitely something. The Clippers are trading PJ Tucker, Mo Bamba, and a future second and cash to the Jazz for Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills. So basically, just to sum this up, PJ Tucker, Mo Bamba to the Jazz, and Drew Eubanks, Patty Mills to the Clippers. Basically, all the Clippers did was added a better backup center, I guess. Um, and Patty Mills was just an extra sniper off the bench as well. Um, the for this is kind of a boring trade, I think, to most people, but I do think that this is something that could change a contender down the line. I think this is a very interesting move for the Clippers. I think picking up Drew Eubanks definitely shows that they're trying to win now. I think Drew Eubanks is a very good backup center. I think he's obviously, I mean, if you look at the ESPN depth chart, it says Nick Batum was their only option for a backup center. Obviously, Zubac can't do all that, but just a couple years ago when they had Serge Ibaka, they were really, really good. And I don't know if Drew Eubanks is on that same level. I don't really know, but I do think that this shows something about what the Clippers are trying to do right now. They're trying to stay relevant, and they're trying to keep themselves in that top six range, knowing that this Western Conference is so stacked. For the Jazz, it's a little bit different. Obviously, Mo Bamba, as it says here, is their third backup center. Like, this isn't gonna change anything for the Jazz, who are sitting at, I think, the bottom of the Western Conference right now. They're not trying to win this year, so this move is really just to obviously they're not trying to compete. So PJ Tucker, in my eyes, is going to be a really prime buyout candidate. Um, and my guess would be, because if you look at the reporting, and it also says that they received cash in this trade, which probably is just enough cash to buy out PJ Tucker. It's not a big contract. I don't know exactly how much, but um, smaller contract and buy him out, put him in the buyout market. And I'm pretty sure every single team is able to pick him up, even with all the apron rules and things like that. Trying to find an article that talked about PJ Tucker's potential buyout landing spots, but I don't think anyone's put anything out. But basically, every article I found from the past year when it talks about PJ Tucker trades, they talk about basically every single contender being a possibility for PJ Tucker to go there. And I think that would be very interesting, especially with a team like the Cavs, who are trying to just add that small piece to just make sure that they have it all together. The Celtics, same exact situation. You could be a team like the Bucks. It could be a team like the Knicks. It could be the team like the Pacers. I mean, I'm literally like looking at the standings and going down. Like every single one of those teams, I think that is at the top of each conference, I think really has a shot of getting him, and probably will look at it just as a veteran leader. Obviously, PJ Tucker's going to want to win a championship. He didn't want to be with the Clippers, um, so I think that's the main reason why the Clippers just got rid of him, because it was just not good, a not good situation. But I mean, look at the West. The Thunder could add a piece like that. The Rockets could add a piece like that, which would be funny, him go back to Houston. But Memphis could definitely add a piece like that. The Nuggets could be perfect to add a piece like that off the bench. The Lakers could add a piece like all of these teams, even the Timberwolves, the Mavericks, like the Suns, like every single one of these top teams are have a good chance and should honestly look at PJ Tucker just to see an extra small piece. Those small role players are definitely huge. So I think I really think that this PJ Tucker move is going to be a lot bigger than we anticipate. Obviously, he's not the biggest name in the world, but he's definitely someone who could impact a championship team, at least for a couple games in the playoffs. So I think every contender should be looking at him. Um, but yeah, obviously, me being a Nuggets fan, I would love PJ Tucker. I think that'd be a perfect fit. Just to add another, uh, have him sit in the corner like he does, and have Jokic swing the rock to him, you know, in his 10 minutes that he plays a game. Like it would be a perfect fit. So I think every team is going to be looking at him, and I think that the place he goes, it's not going to be league shaking, but it's definitely going to be an interesting point just to see what teams are all in on this season, especially because PJ Tucker's 39 years old, and he's about at the end of his career. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, this isn't a huge move. PJ Tucker's um, not a big name player, but he could impact a team. So let me know what you guys think. Is this bigger than we think? Is it smaller than we think? Am I overlooking it? Who knows? Let's see.